Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, back to do another Ranking the Franchise. This is a special one for me. Today I'm going to do the George A. Romero Dead franchise. And these are going to be just concentrating on the films from George Romero. None of the updated ones, remakes, spin-offs. Yeah. I'm just concentrating on the original, the one and only George A. Romero, rest in peace. Yeah, I wanted to rank his Dead series. So, just keep in mind that this is, of course, just my opinion and how I rank the films. So, without further ado, let's get started. Coming up last, and this is probably not a big surprise, but Diary of the Dead. I don't hate any of these movies. It's hard for me to hate something that George A. Romero did because I have such great respect for the man. But this is a tough watch for me. I mean, I get what it was going for with the found footage and everything, but it just didn't really do a whole lot for me. So that's kind of why it comes in last. But that is George A. Romero's Diary of the Dead. Coming up next, the last installment of the Dead series so far. I heard that we're getting another one, but this is Survival of the Dead. Like I said, I did like this one better than Diary of the Dead. Some of the characters were interesting to me. I liked the whole Hatfield versus McCoy approach. But I don't know, the movie just kind of fell flat a little bit for me. Still happy to have it in the collection though. And that is Survival of the Dead. Coming up next, Land of the Dead. I actually watched this a few days ago. I have fond memories of this. When this came out in the movie theater, I went to see this with my father. I was pretty sick at the time. And I explained before that my father really doesn't like horror movies. And he took me to see this for my birthday. And it meant a lot. I know he probably hated every minute of it, but I absolutely loved it. I think Dennis Hopper was great in this. John Leguizamo, I really enjoyed his character. It's just I liked it. I just feel it's a good movie. Probably eventually I'll upgrade to the Scream Factory, but yeah, a lot of fond memories of this film. And that is Land of the Dead. Coming up next, and this may be a bit of a surprise, Night of the Living Dead. Now, of course, we're into the top three, which I think are incredible, incredible films. So, my favorite is, of course, no surprise, those of you who watch my channel, but it was really hard for me to pick from the top three. This is the second film I saw in the series, of course. I have an odd relationship with the number two, as you will see when you watch my channel, but you know, the first one I saw, of course, was Dawn of the Dead. But then I watched this one, and I do love this film. I love the characters. I love the black and white, just the rawness of the film itself. This is one I'm definitely going to upgrade at some point. I'll get the Criterion version of Night of the Living Dead, definitely. But yeah, this is what I have for now. But just a incredibly influential movie. And that is Night of the Living Dead. I probably have this on multi-packs and this, and I probably have it about 20 times, but yeah, just a fantastic film. Coming up next, Day of the Dead. When I first saw the original Dead trilogy, my original um, ranking would have probably been, of course, Dawn of the Dead, Night of the Living Dead, and Day of the Dead. This was, of course, before Land of the Dead and all that came out. But for some reason, the more I watch this film, the more I like it. This, of course, is the Scream Factory DVD, which has the alternate slip with, alternate slip, the alternate artwork with Bub on the front. Me, myself, personally, although I do like that commissioned artwork, I like the original poster art for it. I'm a bit of old school on my Scream Factories, but yeah, Day of the Dead, fantastic movie, and like I said, I like it more every time I watch it. So, just a fantastic film. Which leaves my favorite film from the George A. Romero Dead series, Dawn of the Dead. I cannot tell you how many times I've watched this film. I've loved it since the first time I watched it. It has a very, in my opinion, a very raw feel. Kind of a guerrilla filmmaking approach. But this is just a fabulous movie. Absolutely fabulous. And I'm really happy to have this Anchor Bay Blu-ray, which I actually found in a consignment shop, believe it or not, because it's been long out of print. We definitely need a... I can't remember who originally said this, but on the Scream Factory tag, they had mentioned we need Dawn of the Dead, and I definitely agree. The original Dawn of the Dead needs to be released on Scream Factory, so it needs to be given the Scream Factory treatment. But those are my rankings. I would love to hear what yours are. Most of us have very personal and I know people's opinions matter a lot on the um, Dead series. So comment below. Let me know what your ranking is. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time.